Alright, so the dangerous thing about the next Robot Master is he's gonna fight us with loot boxes, and all the enemies in the stage are people trying to justify those loot boxes. Big Blizzard Man fans they are. I mean, with that dance, how could you not be? Anyway, Blizzard Man stage. One of my favorite stages thus far, and we're gonna start it with one of my favorite weapons thus far. So, Night Crusher's interesting. It doesn't have the most distance, but it does have a very interesting loop. When you're able to throw it at its full distance, it pretty much just does a bit of a yo-yo motion, which is more helpful than you would think. I certainly enjoyed using it, and it is of course extremely efficient. A lot of the weapons in this game are kinda just either extremely efficient and you can use them all day, or you will use them up in like 5 seconds. But anyway, missed something there, but it's no big deal. Nothing I particularly need. So, I guess music in this stage, we'll start with that. I really like this song. Don't really have the best way to describe it other than just like... It has a very lighthearted, or like, a very optimistic tone, I guess. Like the kind that I would actually like to hear in like a final level theme where that was fitting. Like if this were playing in Mr. X's castle in this game, I wouldn't bat an eye. Like, I feel like this would be mostly pretty fitting. Maybe not entirely, but it's just got that sort of feel. Also Centaur Flash warning. But yeah, it's got that general feel, it's very lighthearted, it makes me feel like I can do anything. I wouldn't say it's the most Ice stage song I've ever heard, but you know what? Maybe it's nice that it's not your typical Ice theme. They can sometimes sound a bit samey. Plus, I also like the instrumentation in a lot of it, and I think it does a lot of different things in what little time it has to play. Anyway, here's a submarine in an ice cavern, and just a word of warning, if you don't like this segment, this isn't going to be the only time we see a boat moving up and down in a cavern in the Mega Man series overall. I can't recall if there are any other classic Mega Man games with this gimmick, but it does appear again. So yeah, basically, the gimmick here is pretty much, if you want to rush ahead, you can and survive, but if you're not confident in your ability, basically just find a safe spot, observe where the next part of the boat is, and then once it's safe, just start going. Like right here, gotta wait for the boat to dip all the way down, and you're good. Didn't have to do it there, because I'm skilled. I got the pro gamer skills. So many pro gamer skills, definitely. Anyway, we're done with that gimmick, it's not gonna appear again. We're just back to these segments with the ice stage, and you know what? Ice physics in this game aren't so bad. I don't think they particularly screwed with me in this stage. I did not find them wholly unpleasant. It might get a little bit tricky here since there's some small platforms, but for the end of the stage we have a bit of a puzzle with these explosive blocks we've been seeing throughout the stage, and you know, it's kind of a neat way to cap off the level. Just, you know, take its gimmick, do something new with it after we saw a different gimmick. Not bad. It's a good little level. As I said before, definitely my favorite thus far. Anyway, here's Blizzard Man. He's also one of my favorite bosses so far. He's got 2 moves. He can roll at you, and he can summon snowflakes, I guess, or chunks of ice by dancing. But yeah, the reason he's my favorite boss so far is because he's actually pretty active. Like, again, he only has 2 moves, and he shows them pretty well, but you do need a decent enough reaction time to, well, react to them. And he is constantly doing stuff, unlike the last few bosses who are just, you know, they kind of just stand around and wait to die and throw around an attack once in a while, but it's not threatening. It's really not. But yeah, Blizzard Man, pretty darn fun. Still haven't talked about the bosses in general in this game, but I wanted to talk about this stage, so you know what? I'm glad I did, because it's a good stage, and we get Blizzard Attack for it. We'll see what that does next time. For the time being, though, that's another Robot Master who's kinda done. Next time, we've got 2 choices left, so either a good Robot Master or another Yikes one.